Let me react to this, John. Wait, hold it. Before I do that, let me make sure my sound good. All right. Now I can hear shit.
A German poet back in the French Revolution once said that murder begins when self defense ends. Murder begins when self defense ends. Now, that was a simple sentence said many, many years ago, but that simple sentence perfectly encapsulates why this defendant, right there, Travis Rudolph, is sitting in the chair that he's sitting in.
Damn! Ain't no way nigga just dropped, what, 40 bullets? Niggas is crazy! Hold on, I need closed captions. Y'all got them? Alright, good.
The intricate threads of human emotions can weave a web of desire and jealousy, entangling ordinary lives and transforming them into a symphony of chaos. On April 6, 2021, a seemingly ordinary lovers' dispute escalated into a heated altercation on the front lawn of a Palm Beach County residence. The clash involved threats, gunshots, and ultimately a loss of life. This all unfolded in the heart of the Sunshine State, where stand your ground laws hold sway and the boundaries between victim and aggressor often dissolve. Let's dive in. On April 6, 2021, Travis Rudolph, a former professional American football player, was enjoying a quiet evening at his Lake Park residence in Palm Beach County, Florida. He was joined by Dominique Jones, with whom he claimed to be in an exclusive and intimate relationship.
Why they talking about claim? She's fucking beautiful though, I'm not gonna lie. But he looked familiar. I'm not gonna hold you.
Evening served as a reunion of sorts, as Travis had recently dedicated significant time to training at a Miami sports performance facility in preparation for the upcoming Canadian Football League season.
Oh, he was corny. He's like, no, let me chill. He was in the CFL. Let me chill. Let me chill. Let me chill. Let me
The
chill.
evening started with a few rounds of the card game Uno, in which the loser ended each round by taking a shot of liquor. The night took a drastic turn, however, when Dominique discovered incriminating text messages on Travis's phone between him and another attractive woman. Fueled by hurt and anger,
Damn, he was cheating? What the fuck?
a heated altercation ensued, resulting in Dominique damaging Travis's PlayStation game console and hurling insults.
See, that's when you took it too far. Why you come for the PlayStation? That nigga got his save 2 care my player on there. You gonna come for the alright. At that point, why damage property? Just leave, gang.
In response, Travis retaliated with insults of his own. The confrontation spilled onto the front yard of Travis's home, where Dominique threatened that her brother Keyshawn would come to harm him.
So you gonna threaten it? And she hitting him. She beating him and shit.
Travis dismissed the threat, as he did not believe she would invite that kind of trouble to his mother's doorstep. Eventually, the conflict subsided and Dominique left the residence. For the moment, it seemed that cooler heads had prevailed.
See, that's the problem, ladies. Listen, if a man cheat on you, don't go get your brother involved because you don't know how that man really is. He might kill your brother or your brother might kill him. Someone's ending up in jail. Come on, y'all gotta stop that. That's your problem for real. Get cheated on and leave, move on with your life.
Around midnight on April 7th, the Rudolph home was rattled by a sudden and loud banging, captured on a security camera. 4 uninvited men, including Keyshawn Jones, Dominique's brother, Sebastian Jean-Jacques, Tyler Robinson, and Christopher Lowe, appeared at the front door. Daryl, Travis's brother, opened the door and Travis swiftly joined him outside. A physical altercation ensued, with the interlopers overpowering the Rudolph brothers momentarily. Travis then retreated inside, only to emerge with an AR-15 rifle. This prompted Keyshawn and his group to flee into their car. As they made their escape, Travis fired a barrage of shots at the vehicle. Soon after, the bullet-riddled Cadillac stalled, and Keyshawn called 911 from a nearby gas station.
See, y'all shouldn't have came to nobody's house. Trying fight and shit. No, in my opinion, he did nothing wrong. That's the shorty fault. Y'all should, bro. That's why, bro. It's so many cases I feel like where the woman gets cheated on, call her brother or some shit, and this shit happened, bro. That's your fault. If your brother's dead, it's on you, gang. You should never say nothing.
911, where's your emergency? We need ambulance. Where are you? We're on 40th Street, and I don't know. We're in Northlake, 40th Street, and Broadway. Broadway, yeah, 40th Street, Broadway. What's going on? We have someone who's shot. He has a DSW. He's shot? He's not moving. Yes, he's not moving.
All
He's
right,
shot.
let me get the next line. 1 moment.
Please hurry.
Yeah, I'm dropping it now.
This Palm County Fire Rescue. What's the location?
It's West Palm, 40th and Broadway. See a male shot. He's not moving.
Do we know where he was shot? What part of his body?
I'm not sure. I can't tell. But he's shot. He's not moving.
And he's the only one that's injured there?
He's the only one that's shot. Yes, please.
Okay. We have help on the way to you. We're sending police and paramedics. And you say you can't tell where on his body he was shot, right?
I can't tell.
All right. And he's laying in the road on Broadway or on 40th Street?
40th and Broadway. There's a gas station, abandoned auto park, something. 40th Street and Broadway.
Okay. Again, is he on 40th Street or on Broadway?
We are on 40th Street and Broadway. It's the intersection. I hear police sirens.
All righty. West Palm will stage for you. Let us know when it's
All right, no problem, sir. Did you see the person who shot him?
Travis Rudolph.
Sir, he pulled off?
No, his name is Travis Rudolph. He shot at him.
Travis Rudolph shot at him?
Yes.
Okay, is he black, white, or Hispanic, Travis?
Black.
What was he wearing today?
I don't even know. He came out the house in no shirt.
Okay, what house does he live at? He lives at 40th and Broadway?
No, he lives in Northlake somewhere. I'm not sure.
Off, like, Northlake and up, like, past Riviera?
You're like Lake Park. I don't know. Please, I think
Okay, well,
about this.
I understand they're going to come help and the medics are around as well, but you're saying Travis Rudolph shot him here, so was he in a car?
He shot him around his neighborhood. He came outside with the gun and shot at him. Shot at us. He shot at all of us.
Okay, but where did that happen? You guys drove to this location?
Yes, we were trying to get to the hospital, and we came down the street, and the car stopped working.
Okay, Northlake. Are you shot as well, sir?
I don't think I'm shot. I'm not shot. Just him.
Damn.
Okay, do you know Travis's address?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, so you guys were hanging out at his house. He came outside, shot at you guys, and you drove to this location?
We came to talk to him. He came outside trying to fight.
That's a lie. See, I ain't gonna lie.
We were
That's
trying to get to
crazy.
the car, and he went back into the house, got a gun, came outside. We were in the car driving away, and he started to shoot at us.
Okay, Mel. How many other people are with you right now?
Niggas is lying, bro. That's not what happened. We saw what happened, gang. Cause one of y'all, whoever's sister it is, came talking about, I'm gonna get my brother to beat you the fuck up. This how it went down. I know this how it went down. I'm gonna get pussy, you cheat on me, I'm gonna get my brother to fuck you up. Bang, bang, she hit him. Leaves. Everyone think it's cool. Niggas pull up dark late at night at 1, 2 in the morning probably. Niggas slide up. Yo, so you cheating on my sister, this and the third? No, what's up with you? Niggas start jumping the two brothers. Bow, bow, bow. Niggas like, the brother like, oh, I'm going to the house. I got something for your ass. They like, man, he pussy, he ain't doing shit. So they start slowly walking to the car. He come out with that, rah, 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 and niggas is dying now. That's why y'all need to stop involving y'all brothers and shit. But anyways, we're gonna continue.
Two, and my son who was with us, I don't know where he's at. He drove away as soon as he started shooting. Yes, please.
Okay, you see the police?
Yes, we see the police.
All right, go ahead and flag them down, okay?
We flagged him down. Please. Right here. He's in the passenger. Please. Oh my God, I love you, bro. I love you.
That is sad though, because no one
Police were
deserves
dispatched
die
to two
that young.
locations simultaneously following reports of gunfire. At the intersection of 40th Street and Broadway Avenue in West Palm Beach, they encountered a black Cadillac. The individual in the driver's side passenger seat, identified as Sebastian Jean-Jacques, was unresponsive and had suffered multiple gunshot wounds. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at the scene by West Palm Beach Fire Rescue. It was later determined that he had been shot 10 times.
Damn.
The other two occupants appeared unharmed. Meanwhile, at the Rudolph home in Lake Park, the West Palm Beach Police Department discovered a second gunshot victim, identified as Tyler Robinson. He was transported to St. Mary's Medical Center in critical but stable condition. After conversing with the occupants of the vehicle, officers concluded that the shootings were connected. Police spoke with the men who visited Travis that day. Keyshawn stated that his sister told him about the fight that she had with Travis earlier in the evening. Keyshawn and his friends decided to visit Travis, ostensibly to talk. They claimed none of them were armed. The men alleged that upon arriving at the front door, Travis and his brother started a fight. After scuffling for several minutes, the four attempted to leave when Travis chased them and opened fire. At the Rudolph residence, Travis's family declined to provide any statements. However, Travis's mother briefly mentioned that her son's actions were in self-defense.
Thanks, bro.
According to an arrest affidavit, officers spoke with a neighbor who they described as a cooperating independent witness. The witness stated that earlier on April 6th, he observed the football player in a physical altercation with Dominique in his home's front yard. He added that just hours later, he observed multiple people fighting in the same front yard. Then he heard numerous gunshots and saw Travis returning to his residence while holding a gun. Based on this corroborating account and evidence collected at the scene, detectives arrested Travis Rudolph. They charged him with 1 count of first-degree murder with a firearm and 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder with a firearm.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm not saying he should get off, but y'all came to his house. And I'm pretty sure, don't they got a stand your ground rule in Florida or some shit? Or is that Texas? I don't know.
Travis was taken into custody at roughly 4 a.m. and held without bond at the Palm Beach County Jail. Meanwhile, Travis's neighbors were surprised to hear the news.
Got to be another side. This can't be what it was or appears to be to the news or anybody else.
Irene Malenga says she has known Travis since he was a boy in this Lake Park neighborhood.
Every night he played right out there in that corner, practicing to fulfill his dream.
Many here, though, say they believe Rudolph may have felt threatened and tried to protect his mother and brother in the house.
I can tell you this young man is honorable and caring and just a good young man, There's something wrong here. Something doesn't add up. Something is missing. I'm telling you, something is missing.
Following his arrest, Travis had garnered substantial support.
I'm crying. He looked like, you know who he looked like? He looked like Trevor from The Circle. I'm like, I know this. I'm like, this nigga look familiar. That's who he looked like, Trevor from The Circle. Completely off topic.
From his neighbors who represent only a fraction of the many individuals who advocated for him. To help shed light on the reasons behind this widespread endorsement, it is essential to delve into the background of the accused. Travis was a standout athlete at Cardinal Newman High School in West Palm Beach, where he made the National All-American team as a wide receiver. Afterward, he was in high demand, having received scholarship offers from 32 colleges.
Damn.
On January 2, 2014, Travis disclosed his next step on national television.
Where will you play your college football, young man?
I'm taking my talents to Tallahassee.
Travis continued his football success at Florida State University, breaking multiple team records throughout his college career.
So he was tough. So why he didn't end up in the NFL? What happened? Let me hear the story.
By his sophomore season, he was the team's #1 receiving option and led the team in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. But as impressive as his feats were on the field, Travis had built a reputation as a young man of character.
Okay.
On December 14th, 2016, Travis and his Seminole teammates visited Montford Middle School in Tallahassee when he shared a genuine moment with a young boy that went viral.
Here's half of the photo that's pulling millions of heartstrings online and across the...
He's this guy? What the fuck? Ain't no way, bro.
world. Meet 11-year-old Bo Paskey, who finds himself eating alone here in the school cafeteria yet again.
I have autism, so I usually sit alone at lunch, and then Travis Rudolph just came up to me and said, "Hey, can I sit down with you?"
Travis Rudolph is the rest of this happy picture. The football star from Florida State was...
Bro, I remember this shit. What the fuck? Yo. Oh, wow, bro. Now I'm really invested, bro.
Visiting children at Montford Middle School, happened to need lunch, and saw exactly where he needed to sit.
I saw him last, and he was sitting by himself. I didn't even know he had autism. He seemed like a normal kid to me.
Bo was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 and has a hard time dealing with kids his age. It's his mother who posted the picture online. She knows he usually sits alone.
I've gotten messages from people literally all over the world sending messages saying that they thank you for sharing my story because now their child that has autism, they have hope that maybe their child will be treated kinder.
And that's what's happened here. This is what Bo's lunch table looks like today. And it's all thanks to the big man.
That's fire. Yo, damn. Nah, that is fire though. Just because you got autism or any other, I'm trying to find the right word so I don't get canceled, but you know what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't have to sit alone at lunch. Come on, tighten up. He seemed like a pretty cool dude.
With the even bigger heart.
This picture,
and this is off topic, but kids with autism people with autism are low-key fired people, bro. They be mad creative, they be smart, and they be fun to be around, bro. I'm just saying that right now. If you ever been around someone with autism, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, they are fired people. Decent human beings, bro. A1.
This message, this is what kindness is about.
Travis's aspirations led him to forego his senior season at Florida State University and pursue his dream of joining the NFL draft. Unfortunately, just a week before the draft, tragedy struck as his father died from an accidental firearm discharge while at work. Despite this setback, Travis signed with the New York Giants as an undrafted
big boom
free agent in 2017, followed by a contract with the Miami Dolphins the following year. However, on the same day he signed with the Dolphins, he suffered a serious knee injury. After undergoing successful surgery and a lengthy recovery, he made a comeback, securing a professional contract with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers of the Canadian Football League in January 2020. He was a few weeks away from reporting to Winnipeg for the upcoming season when he was arrested on April 7, 2021, facing charges of first-degree murder and 3 counts of attempted murder. His football contract with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers was terminated on the day of his arrest.
Bro, that's so crazy, bro. All over some pussy, bro. Like, this is why you gotta pick it. If you famous, rich, or whatever the case be, or you up and coming, and you doing something for yourself, bro, you really gotta think about the women you want to put in your life. Or if you want to be cheating and messing with other women, bro, let that be known. Like, you're not here for no relationships or whatever the case may be. Because you got women out here that are evil. Men are evil too. So if you a woman or man looking for the come up, make sure you pick the people you want to have relations with wisely, bro. That shit could go on all in the
Authorities believed they had compiled a strong case against Travis Rudolph. They stated he was the aggressor during the events of April 7, 2021. Their central argument was that Travis fired 39 rounds at the men while they were already driving away in a black Cadillac, resulting in the death of Sebastian Jean-Jacques in the passenger seat. They also contended that Travis shot Tyler Robinson in the back as he fled the vehicle on foot, citing this as evidence of excessive force. Upon the defense's independent investigation, which included depositions, interrogatories, and evidence acquired through the discovery process, Travis's legal team stated they believed Travis fired in self-defense. They entered into evidence a text message Dominique Jones sent to her brother Keyshawn after she told him Travis threw her to the ground. Keyshawn responded with, "Travis is a dead man walking," after which Dominique urged Keyshawn to go to Travis's home and shoot his shit up.
Oh yeah, you're caught, gang. You're caught.
In a court filing, Travis's legal team declared that during the melee, Tyler Robinson pointed a firearm at Travis, and only then did Travis retrieve his weapon. Robinson later admitted to bringing a gun, which was found by police discarded nearby.
Free
the
Travis.
defense also claims that Dr. John Maricini, a forensic pathologist, opined that Sebastian Jean-Jacques' hand was positioned as if holding a gun when he died, although no second weapon was ever discovered. Based on these circumstances, the defense argued that Travis's use of lethal force was justified, given his fear for the safety of himself and his family. On August 18, 2021, Travis's defense team filed a motion to dismiss all charges, citing immunity from prosecution based on Florida's Stand Your Ground law.
Okay.
The hearing for the motion took place on March 15, 2022, when Judge Gillen ruled that the four men were retreating when Travis fired his shots and that a reasonably cautious and prudent person would not have deemed the use of deadly force necessary in that situation. Consequently, the motion to dismiss was denied, but the defense could still invoke Stand Your Ground during the trial. Travis's fate now rested with the jury.
Damn.
Less than 1 month later, Travis's attorney negotiated his release from jail on a $160,000 cash bond. The agreement required Travis to remain on house arrest. Opening statements began on Wednesday, May 24, 2023, in the case of Florida versus Travis Rudolph.
Bro, this some bullshit, bro. Niggas brought guns with them. They was gonna kill him, bro. They was threatening to kill Cuz, bro. And he saw a gun. He said, I see gun, I bring my gun, I shoot my gun. Come on. Some bullshit.
You may begin. Yes, sir.
This is why you don't cheat on women, bro. You never know what they're capable of. You don't know the people they have or whatever the case may be.
Opposing counsel, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, good morning. A German poet back during the French Revolution once said that murder begins when
Overruled.
Start again. A German poet back in the French Revolution once said that murder begins when self-defense ends. Murder begins when self-defense ends. Now that was a simple sentence said many, many years ago, but that simple sentence perfectly encapsulates why this defendant right there, Travis Rudolph, is sitting in the chair that he's sitting in. The reason he's sitting in that chair.
The reason he's sitting in that chair because he's black. If it was not to bring race into everything, chat, but listen, let's be honest. If that was a white man, bro, he probably would have been free by now in Florida, Miami, fucking drinking margaritas.
Is because just after midnight on April 7th, 2021, he took it upon himself to take out a semi-automatic rifle-like weapon, pursue 4 boys that were leaving the area of his home, and as those boys were trying to leave the situation that had occurred minutes before, this defendant used that weapon and fired 39 times. 39 times into the car that they were in that was trying to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, the facts and the evidence are going to be clear by the time you get back into that room that he was not on defense. He was on offense. He was not under attack. He was on the attack, and that's exactly why he's in that chair.
Good morning.
Yo, predicts, y'all think he's free?
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. The evidence is going to show that on April 6th of 2021, Dominique Jones, a woman scorned, set a series of events that ended in a tragedy.
Like, if anything, she should be the one going to jail because it's text messages, bro. Conspiracy of murder, right? Is that what it's called, bro? She should take her ass to jail. It's her fault. If she never reacted, like, yeah, she got cheated on, but don't send your brother to go kill a nigga, bro. Because when you even put him in a situation where he might die, your brother might die, or the man might die. Someone's dying. That's what happened.
And forced Travis Rudolph to act in self-defense. Her rage and jealousy set this entire thing in motion. That's what the evidence is going to show. They were fighting. It was a big brawl. DJ then gets involved. He's trying to pull all 4 men off his brother. They start then attacking DJ. He doesn't go back in to get his gun. The brawl continues. You're going to hear that the fight continues down the lawn. They're attacking him, beating him up. Sebastian and Tyler are beating up Travis. 2-on-1, and you're going to hear from Travis that at that point, Tyler Robinson took out his gun, pointed it at him, threatening to kill him, and said, "It's demon time, it's demon time."
Sound like some shit a nigga would say. Pack 'em up, boys.
You disrespected Dominique. It was only at that point that after Tyler Robinson pulled his gun that you're going to hear that Travis Rudolph got his. It was only after he was faced with the gun.
Oh, lock her the fuck up. She could tell, like, watching, like she a fine woman, like. But still lock her ass the fuck up. It's her fault.
All right, Ms. Jones, will you please, when you're comfortable up there, say and spell both your first and last name for the record and for the jury?
Dominique, Dominique.
I hate her voice. And she just gives me the type of fucking bitch that does it. I'm sorry for my language. Type of woman that would do this type of shit.
And Jones, Jones.
All right, thank you very much. You may inquire, Ms. Edwards.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Ms. Jones. Could you please tell the member of the jury, how do you know someone by the name of Keyshawn Jones?
He is my little brother.
And how much younger than you is Keyshawn?
He is 2 years younger than me.
Okay. And how would you describe your relationship with Keyshawn?
We're extremely close. We have 3 siblings. It's me, him, and an older brother, but me and him are the closest.
Okay. And the older brother, did he live with you around the time that this happened back in 2021?
No.
So who was living in the home in Delray at the time?
Me, Keyshawn, my mom, and her husband at the time.
All right. What about yourself? What did you do for employment back in April of 2021?
I was a realtor.
And do you still have that license?
Till this day, I still do real estate.
Okay.
Don't buy shit from her. Don't get your home from her. Fuck her. Let me chill.
Back in April of 20.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Chill. It's a joke.
2021. Take us in time. This was around COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And did there come up?
I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I don't like her. Like, honestly, chat, I don't like her, bro. Because it's her fault somebody lost their life. She was butthurt because bull cheated on her. Butthurt. Her ass is hurting right now. Because cuz probably was fucking somebody else. Someone cheat on you, just walk away. Don't have no one threatened. And you was beating on him. Could she be charged for assault? Please. Lock her away.
A point where you could no longer sort of go out every day and do realty work.
Yeah, so I got my license in March. And then COVID kind of happened in April. So they closed the office when that happened. So I really wasn't working during the time.
Did you have a particular interest in the law?
As in?
Did you want to study it? Anything related to that? Go to law school?
Oh, well, back in the day, yeah, I didn't want to go to law school. I'm not going to lie. But it ended up not happening.
Okay. And you said your profession is a realtor.
Yeah, I do real estate.
All right, no further questions at this time.
Okay, thanks. Who's going to, all right, Ms. Perlette, cross-examination?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Not the awkward silence. I hope I never have to be up as no witness or fucking up on a stand. I'm gonna shit myself, bro. Yo, chat, listen, I got out of jury duty one time, bro, because I went there and they was like, "There's no cases to that." I said, "Thank you, please." I hope I never have jury duty. Knock on fucking wood, bro. Golly.
When you met Travis Rudolph, you knew that he had been in the NFL, is that correct?
Correct.
You knew he played for the Giants, then he played for the Dolphins, right?
Later on.
Right, but
Not initially did I know that, no.
At some point during your relationship, you knew that he had a very lucrative contract with the NFL, correct?
I knew nothing about his contract.
Okay. But you knew he played for the NFL, right?
Correct.
Okay. And at some point he became injured, right?
Correct.
And And he was cut from playing for the NFL. He lost his contract, basically, right?
Correct.
Okay, and he would spend his days down in Miami rehabbing and training, right?
No, he would spend his days at home playing video games.
Okay, but so your testimony is that he never went down to Miami and was rehabbing his injury in order to play for the Canadian League that he had just landed a contract with?
That's not my testimony. You said what was...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Just 1 minute into the exchange, it becomes evident that Attorney Perlette is grappling with a challenging witness, as expected during cross-examination. This is one of the reasons leading questions are permitted in cross-examination, but generally not in direct examination. In a case where the perpetrator's identity is not in question and the focus shifts to intent, witness testimony becomes vital. Moving forward, you will observe Attorney Perlette predominantly employing a tactic called deconstructive cross-examination, designed to manage the difficult witness and undermine her credibility in the eyes of the jurors. The strategy involves constantly challenging the witness, trying to provoke emotional responses that may lead to a loss of composure, inconsistent statements, or a lack of willingness to tell the truth. The end goal is to present the witness as unreliable, biased, and emotionally unstable, thereby casting doubt on the entirety of their testimony. Let's continue.
Isn't it?
I like how they explain that. Who's ever head of this channel, y'all fired, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
True that he was rehabbing his injury.
Sometimes.
Okay. And other times he was playing video games. That's your testimony.
Correct.
And isn't it true that he was also training down at the NFL facility down in Miami after he was injured?
I'm not sure what he would do in Miami.
That was a concern of yours, wasn't it? That he was off in Miami and you didn't know what he was doing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
She fucking her up.
When you met Travis, he had a nice vehicle, a BMW truck. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And he was taking care of you, basically.
Hit him with the, ooh, this nice. You got money. That's how she probably was.
Financially, when
She
you
gave me
guys were
those
together,
vibes.
was he not?
He was not taking care of me financially at all during our entire relationship.
At that time, you were also sleeping over his house pretty much on a daily basis. That's what you told the jury yesterday?
Correct.
And it was during this time that you and Travis were dating that you were actually married to another man, Andre Chinsang. Is that correct?
Legally separated, but correct.
Well, you were still legally married, weren't you?
The people could be married and separated.
Okay.
So we were separated.
Right, but you weren't divorced, let me put it that way.
Correct.
Okay. So if you're not divorced, then you're still legally married. Is that correct?
I thought separated was a thing when it came to marriage. I thought you can either be married, separated, or divorced. But if you want to get technical, like very technical, yes, we were not divorced.
Okay. And while you were dating Travis
shit.
for this
She dicking her. Okay, lawyer.
year or so, year and a
She
half,
tight.
you never told him that you were married to another man, right?
No, I didn't.
And you
Oh, this shady bitch.
testified yesterday that you and Travis had a conversation about marriage. Is that right? That's what you told this jury yesterday. That you and Travis, at some point, you had a conversation about marriage. You remember that?
I didn't necessarily say we had a conversation about marriage. We basically were discussing has that came up about a future, and I said things have came up that weren't that serious, but yeah, conversations were had.
About marriage. That was your testimony.
Not specifically about marriage, just about a future between me and him, kids, things, etc.
So
stuff
marriage
like that.
too.
Okay, so you're telling this jury today that you did not say yesterday on direct examination that you and Travis had a conversation about marriage. Is that what you're telling this jury?
No, we had a conversation about that. Yes, we did.
Okay. And
Well, she
you had a
did her.
conversation with a man about marriage, and you're still married to Andre Chisang. Is that correct?
Correct.
So you lied to Travis. You misled him, did you not?
Travis never asked me if I was married.
So you have to be asked a question in order to get an answer, or to be told the truth. Is that what you're telling this jury?
I'm just telling the jury that the conversation about me being married never came up, so I never spoke on it because I felt like it was not my personal business to speak on.
Right, so what you're telling
Wait, how's that not your personal business to speak on? Wait. It's not her personal business to speak on, but she's married, so that's her personal. Bro, these broads, man. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just like, what the fuck? I'm not trying to sound sexist, but this woman is stupid, bro. What the fuck? How she get her? I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna do too much on her.
This jury is that unless somebody asks you a question, a specific question, you don't have to tell them the correct or honest answer. That's what you just told them.
I'm not telling you guys that. I'm telling you guys that in relationships, you have a past. It might not be clean. It might not be the best past that you have, but I decided to leave the past of my relationship behind me. When I started dating Travis, I felt like I didn't need to disclose that because it had nothing to do with what me and Travis had going on.
So, but if you wanted to get married and you're not divorced or some shit, like, come on.
So you were talking about marriage and you're married. You never told him, right? Isn't it true you never told him?
I never. No, he answered.
Next question.
Why did you want Detective Ema to know that Keyshawn had a concealed weapons permit?
I wanted him to know because there was a shooting.
Right, because your brother took his gun with him. And that's why you wanted.
Show me where my brother took his gun with him. Show it to me. But you're telling me something that you're asking me a question. I'm letting you know my answer. So if you don't have proof right in front of my face, then you can't sit here and tell me anything. I'm telling you.
Okay, enough. Next question.
Exactly. Next question.
Stop. Your next question, please.
Is this how you talk to Travis?
Stop.
This is how I'm talking to you.
Next question.
Do you recognize this?
Yep.
What is this?
I had to sign that in order to turn my phone in.
Okay, so this is a consent to search form?
Correct.
And this is your name down here on the lower right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, and my signature.
Is that your signature? And can you tell us what date this is?
4/15.
So April 15th of 2021?
Correct.
The incident occurred on April 6th of 2021?
That has no recollection for me. You have to understand that. When they asked me to turn my phone in, that's when I turned my phone in.
Okay, so you actually signed the consent to search on April 15th, 2021. Is that correct?
Correct.
So that was signed by you several days after the incident, right?
Correct.
And then you turned your phone in the following day after you signed that, and you sent your friend Paloma to do that, right?
Correct.
You didn't turn your phone over to the detective directly. You sent a friend.
Correct.
And the reason you did that was you didn't want to be interviewed by the detective. Isn't that true?
No, I was already previously interviewed by her.
By Detective Ema. We've talked about that.
Exactly.
But the phone was being turned over to the lead detective in the case, Detective Vanderland. Isn't that not correct?
Correct.
And you never went to see Detective Vanderland. You sent your friend instead, right?
Right? My friend turned the phone in.
Yeah, you said yes.
You asked me this already, and I've answered yes. My friend turned the phone in.
Right, and you told the jury yesterday the reason you had your friend do it is because she lived closer.
Correct.
To the detective than you did, right?
Correct.
You lived in Delray at the time?
Right.
Detectives in West Palm Beach, right?
Right.
It's about a 20-minute car ride?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
You have a car, right? You had a car back then.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
You couldn't drive 20 minutes to drop your phone off to the detective?
It wasn't 20 minutes from my house, though.
How many minutes was it?
About 40.
From Delray to West Palm?
She was somewhere further. It was far from my house. It was traffic time. So I just gave it to my friend the night before, and she just turned it in after work. Okay. That's all it was.
So it's your testimony that the detective told you that you had to come during a specific time that was traffic time? Is that your testimony?
She didn't say I had to come a specific time. I came when I gave my phone when I was ready to give it to her.
You could have gone any time. There wasn't a specific time set during traffic time, right?
Look at her W lawyer. I feel like he's still going to take that life sentence, so I ain't going to hold you.
What's the question?
That's my question. Don't you understand?
No.
Okay. You could have dropped that phone off any time. The detective didn't say you had to come during a specific time. Is that correct?
I dropped my phone off when she asked me to drop the phone off.
You didn't. Paloma did.
Correct.
Yesterday you testified to this jury on direct examination that Travis manhandled you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You've also testified that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 2 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday, That's the moral of his story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
The question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him.
So you're not answering my question again.
Okay.
You told the jury that shit meant anything other than a person, right? That's what you just told them. You remember that?
Okay, can I clarify the jury?
Finish my question.
Okay.
Didn't you just tell the jury that shit meant anything other than a person? Yes or no?
I would like to clarify that.
Well, answer yes or no, and then you can clarify. Did you not just tell them that?
I did tell them that, but I want to clarify what I mean.
Okay.
When I said that, I was upset, I was angry, and I said something that I didn't mean.
Bro, she should be in jail, bro. It's her fault. And if you look at the video, she was beating his ass. And he did not slam that girl to the ground. He was trying to get her off of him. If anything, they both was about to fall, bro.
My adrenaline was running. I am clarifying my answer. Am I not?
Go ahead, finish.
So I was upset and I ended up saying something that I didn't mean. Like people say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. So again, when you just told the jury that when you sent the text to go shoot up his shit, to shoot meant anything other than a person.
I just clarified my answer to the jury.
I'm asking, isn't that what you just told them?
Sustain. Next question.
When you left the house, you called your brother Keyshawn. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, and you were still crying and upset when you called him, right?
Yes.
And then you also called Tyler Robinson when you left Travis's house, did you not?
Yes.
And you were crying and upset at that point as well?
Yes.
And you told both of them that Travis had picked you up and slammed you to the ground, right?
Yes.
And that he had disrespected you?
Yes.
And you also sent a text message to Keyshawn at roughly 9:45 that Travis dropped you to the ground. You remember that?
Yep.
And in response to that text message, Keyshawn sent a group text message to you and Tyler Robinson that Travis is a dead man walking. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's the message that you deleted from your phone, right?
No, I deleted the shoot up message.
And you also deleted the dead man walking message.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't remember if I did or not.
Why did you delete messages so that this jury couldn't see them?
Objection to the phrasing of the question. It's argumentative.
It is argumentative phrased that way. Rephrase, please.
Why
Sustained.
would you delete evidence so that it's not available for the jury to see?
The evidence wasn't deleted for the jury not to see because clearly I'm
Cap. She capping her ass off. Cap.
standing up here right now and I'm admitting that I did delete the messages and I'm confessing that I did turn my phone into the police enforcement. It wasn't for the jury not to see. After all these actions have happened, you have to understand how that looks. It looks ridiculous. Beforehand, if nothing like that happened, it would have just been words that were said. People say things when they're mad, their adrenaline is running all the time.
No, you don't threaten people to shoot, bro. That's the problem with y'all. She literally threatened this man's life and thought that was okay. Like, come on, Gangy. Like, bro, sis is tripping. Somebody come get her. Somebody get her out of here. She's done. Get her. She's grit.
So that is the reason why I deleted them after I came to the conclusion that there was a shooting.
He wanted absolutely nothing to do with you. Isn't that the fact?
I wanted absolutely nothing to do with him.
And isn't true, you told this jury yesterday that Travis said, I don't like you anymore. You remember that? You remember telling this to the jury yesterday?
He was saying, I don't necessarily remember him saying those exact words, but he was saying a lot of things. Like I said,
Then why'd you tell the jury yesterday he said, I don't like you anymore?
he probably did say that. He was saying a lot of hurtful things.
So he did say that, right?
Okay, so yeah.
Right, so he told you to get the F out of his house and he didn't like you anymore, right?
Okay.
Is that true?
Over a million other words, but yes.
Okay, well, I'm asking you about those specific words, not the other million words that he said.
Yes.
So he said a million words?
Not a million, but he said a lot of other things.
You just told the jury he said a million words.
Yo, she is cooking her up, bro. This is why if you ever on that stand, bro, you can't be saying no extra shit, bro. She's cooking her shit up like it's fried rice right now.
So is that true?
He said a lot of other things.
I'm asking you if you're...
He said a lot of other things.
My question. I'm asking you if your testimony right now that he told you a million words, if that's an exaggeration or if that's the truth.
Obviously, he didn't say 1 million words.
That's what you just told them.
But he said a lot of other things to me.
Are there other things you've exaggerated about during your testimony?
Not at all. I've been extremely truthful.
She cooking.
Detective Emily Vanderland from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office played a prominent role as the lead detective in the investigation of Sebastian Jean-Jacques' shooting death. At the time of the incident, Detective Vanderland had been serving as a lead detective for slightly over a year, and this case marked her fourth as a lead detective. During cross-examination, Mark Shiner, one of Rudolph's defense attorneys, attempted to cast doubt on her investigative efforts. The defense's argument revolved around the notion that there were clear signs that the 4 individuals who arrived unannounced at Travis's residence at midnight may have intended to cause significant bodily harm or even commit murder. These indications included the presence of at least 1 gun in their vehicle, threatening text messages, and additional clues that emerged as the investigation progressed. Yet, Travis was swiftly arrested within 4 hours. Attorney Shiner questioned whether a comprehensive investigation was conducted to uncover the truth of the actual events.
You arrested Travis Rudolph at 4 a.m., right?
I'm sorry?
You arrested Travis Rudolph at 4 a.m. on April 7th, 2021, right?
Somewhere around there. Yes, sir.
Charged with first-degree murder and 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he about to cook the police
Tell the
officer.
jury
shit,
how
bro.
long you spoke
Detective
with
shit?
Keyshawn Jones at the 40th and Broadway area that morning.
It was about a 10-minute interview.
Okay, and you never talked to him again to this day on any kind of sworn interviews, right?
Sworn, no.
Okay. You interview him on an unsworn interview?
I wouldn't call it an interview. I spoke with him, but there was no further information that I felt needed at that time to be sworn, so I didn't conduct an official interview.
It's some shady shit going on.
So to this day,
he fucking saying no. Let me chill.
You've never went back to him and asked him why he's the one who sent the first message to his sister and Tyler Robinson that Travis is a dead man walking. You've never asked him that, right?
No.
You didn't care, did you?
That's not the case.
Why didn't you ask him?
Yeah, that's what
because the evidence was there.
Okay. The evidence was there that he went to go kill Travis Rudolph. Isn't that correct?
No, sir.
You weren't there, were you?
When
this went down, you were not there, were you?
No, sir.
And you don't have any video camera showing you exactly what happened. Maybe a view from behind, correct?
That's false. I do have video.
You have video that shows you what happened at the car?
There's video of the car, yes, sir.
Okay. Who do you see in the car on that video? Nobody, right? You see figures going in there. You can't tell who's going in that car, can you?
Specifically, no, sir.
So if somebody has a gun in that car or outside the car, you said there was no blood on the outside, inside the car, right? In the back seat, there was no blood, right?
Not that I saw, sir.
And not that crime scene did either, right? As far as you know, crime scene didn't find any blood in the back seat of the car, right?
Well, I'm not going to speak on behalf of crime scene, sir.
Well, you're the one who's in charge of this investigation, aren't you?
Absolutely, sir.
You're the one who gathers all of the information, and the buck stops with you. Right?
Is that sure? I mean,
You're the
I'm
one-
not sure what the question is.
Well, you're the one responsible for this case from the sheriff's office. It was your case, and you have other people who help you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Damn, he cooking, bro. They cooking their shit, bro. What
All
the
right,
fuck?
so isn't it true when you spoke to Keyshawn Jones and Christopher Lowe, neither one of them they had actually both told you no one in their car had a gun, right?
Johnny said he had to pick it up to take it to the airport.
All right, but I'm watching this crazy murder mystery joint. This one, so it's about this ex-football. You remember that video with the little white boy who had autism? He was sitting alone in the cafeteria, and then a black football player sat with him. All right. Well, if you don't remember that, but basically, he was dating this girl. He cheated on the girl. And basically, telling her, "I don't want you anymore," whatever the case may be. She started getting mad. They started hitting. They got into like a little physical altercation. She ends up on the ground. She leaves. Texts her brother. What happened? Her brother texts her saying Travis is a dead man walking, and then she's like, "Go shoot his shit up." So then him and his 4 friends go over to the man's house, and they start fighting and whatnot. And the guy who was defending his home goes into the house, brings out his rifle and shoots 39 shots, and he ends up killing one of them. Now he's on investigation for murder, and he was about to go to the Canadian Football League, because
Wait, so they tried to kill him, but he killed one of them, and now he's
Pretty-
getting in trouble for it.
pretty much they even found a gun on the people.
Isn't that self-defense?
Yeah, it's self-defense, but it's because he shot, like, they're trying to make the case like, he shot 39 times and like all of that.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So that's what I'm watching right now.
Not to their knowledge, no, sir.
And I'm going to the
Well, not to
thrift store
anyone's
tomorrow with
knowledge.
Johnny.
Huh?
I'm going to the thrift store tomorrow with Johnny.
All right, pick me up some comic books if they got Diary Wimpy Kid books, and see if they got some swim trunks there. All right, thanks, my love.
Except theirs. That's what would have to be their knowledge, right?
At the time that I interviewed them, yes, sir.
And you interviewed them separately.
Yes, sir.
And they both specifically, I'll start with Keyshawn Jones, told you no one in his car had a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
And Chris Lowe told you the exact same thing. No one in his car had a gun or the Cadillac.
Yes, sir.
And you know that's not true. Right?
At any point or at the time that I spoke with him, I'm not.
Well, at the moment you spoke to him, you wouldn't have known that because that's what they told you and you accepted that, right?
At the time, yes.
Yeah. And you found out an hour later, at 5 o'clock, that Agent McMichael, with his canine gun detecting dog, found a gun, right?
A gun, yes, sir.
All right. And at that point, you said you didn't really know whose gun it was, right?
Correct.
The next morning or the next day, can you look in a computer base or a database and put a serial number in to find out who purchased the gun?
No.
No way to do that?
No, sir.
All right, but you went to talk to Mr. Robinson, you said, and you made sure he wasn't on narcotics so he can give you a clear statement, right?
Well, I don't know what medications he was taking, but my point was I ensured that he was comfortable speaking with me and was not in a mental state where he could not provide an accurate interview.
Was he able to talk to you?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Robinson admitted once you showed him pictures of the gun that it was his, right?
No,
You didn't show him pictures?
I did not.
Was anyone with you who showed him pictures?
There was no one with me.
Huh? So how did he see the gun? Did you bring the actual gun?
I did not.
What did you do? Just tell him a gun was found and he said it was his?
I believe I initially said that
I'm not gonna lie, he cooking her shit. What the fuck?
we found a gun on scene, and if it was his, he needed to be honest about it.
And you never showed him any pictures?
Not at that time, no, sir. I didn't have the photos yet.
Okay. So April 8th, around what time? In the afternoon you spoke to him, or you don't remember?
I believe it was somewhere around 5 p.m.-ish.
All right, so the very
Or
next
after
day,
that.
you're confirmed that somebody in Keyshawn Jones's vehicle, along with Christopher Lowe and the decedent, Mr. Gene Jacques, had a gun, right? You knew one person did on the 8th, right?
On the 8th, when I spoke to him, I found out that at some point somebody had a gun on their person. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, you don't think the gun was there, where he found it right there and dropped it right there. He brought it with him in the Cadillac with the other three fellas, right? You don't know?
That was the way it was described. Yes, sir.
All right, so he brought the gun. So you knew, at least on the 8th, that Christopher Lowe and Keyshawn Jones lied to you about no one bringing a gun, right?
No.
Did you ever hear, did Mr. Robinson ever tell you that the decedent, Mr. Sebastian Jean Jacques, was very adamant for him to bring a gun in front of the Christopher Lowe and Keyshawn Jones when they were all together? Did you ever hear that from Mr. Robinson?
I did not.
Huh? Did anyone ever tell you that, to follow up on that? That that's what Mr. Robinson said?
I believe you suggested that during my deposition.
All right, and you didn't do nothing about it, right?
At that time, no.
To this day.
Yo, he cooking his shit, frying. What the fuck? Hold up, these lawyers came to play. What's the prosecution going to do?
You didn't do anything about it, did
That's
you?
correct.
All they got to say is, oh, he shot too many shots. Nah, cause I'm gonna be honest. If I got a strap and you come to my house talking that shit, try to jump me over some bitch, and you pull a gun out on me, best believe I'm bringing out the artillery. I'm bringing out the heavy shit. I'm surviving any means possible. Come on.
You never went to Keyshawn Jones and said, why'd you lie to me? You guys knew. Your own friends said you all were there when at least you knew myself, Mr. Robinson, brought the gun. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you confront him?
Because that's not something to just assume.
Well, if his friend says it, Mr. Robinson, that's not an assumption, is it?
I'm sorry?
If Mr. Robinson said everyone in that car knew he was bringing a gun, that's an assumption?
I didn't have information from Mr. Robinson that he said to everyone that he had a gun.
He never told you that, right?
No, you told me that.
All right, well, did you take a look at his tape statement or ask the prosecutors for his deposition to see that he said that under oath a couple of weeks or a month or two after this incident happened?
No, I never got that transcript.
How come?
I just didn't.
But you love doing follow-up. He said it's the most important thing. Once the case doesn't start until after the arrest is made, right?
The follow-up starts once the arrest is made, yes, sir.
You shouldn't make an arrest until you get all the facts, right?
That's not how that works, sir.
Not how it works?
No.
So you arrest somebody and then you find out things and it could be too late. You've already ruined their life by accusing them of these heinous crimes, possibly, right?
No.
Okay. Not in your book. You don't believe that?
Not at all.
Okay.
He cooking her shit, and she don't even know.
Okay, so the man, you don't know his name, but you see him here, right?
I see. I know the two in the back. One of them is Tyler, and one of them is Mr. Lowe.
Okay, so.
But in this image, I can't comfortably testify that somebody is or isn't someone.
So from you watching the video, you being the lead detective on this, you can't tell us that this man, even on the photos I showed you, Tyler Robinson took his shirt off after the doorbell, not the doorbell, but the door was knocked on, and then he takes his shirt off before Mr. Rudolph's brother comes out the door. You don't know that.
I don't recall that, and I can't tell that by those images alone, no, sir.
You saw the real video, the actual video.
I did, and I can't recall whether he took his shirt off.
Yeah.
At what point he took his shirt off. I recall his shirt being off, though.
And he came there with it on, right?
I can't recall that.
Well, would it be a factor for you to consider what someone's motive is if they take their shirt off, go into a stranger's home with 3 of their friends or brothers to allegedly talk to this man? Wouldn't that be a factor you'd even consider?
Well, it was a factor that was already discussed prior.
They did not. First of all, they did not go to that man's home to talk, bro. They went to go fuck his shit up, bro, and shit just went south. That's really what happened. That's because these niggas not black, so they don't understand. If someone comes to my house to talk with 3 other niggas, bro, they trying, you know what I'm saying?
So I meant really, that doesn't show you Tyler Robinson is there to get into a fight or to kill somebody?
No, sir. Definitely does not.
That confirms he's there to talk to somebody like he told you, right?
The amount that somebody is clothed doesn't determine anything as far as specifically their motive one way or another, sir.
You ever been to high school and see guys take their shirt off right before they get into a fist fight? You ever seen that?
To be perfectly honest, in my high school, no.
Okay. And none of the other detectives in this case said, hey, look, that's a pretty good sign. He's about to start some trouble. He's taking his shirt off.
No, that wasn't something that was told to me. No.
You didn't ask anybody either, right?
No, I didn't.
Because if you don't know that the evidence is there, you're not going to look for it, basically, right?
Not in this instance. In this instance, the simple fact that somebody removed their clothes is not a telltale sign of really anything.
That's because you're not from the church. Bro, if a nigga pulls up his pants or take off his shirt, niggas is about to start fighting, bro. That's a nigga moment, bro.
Your probable cause means you just have to write a report that someone probably did something, right? Based on your report that you write.
I wouldn't say that's what probable cause is, sir, no.
You disagree that probable cause is not a report that you write under oath and you include whatever you think is important, and that's what you base your arrest on, what you believe is probable cause, your opinion.
Well, the first thing you said, sir, was that it's a report of something that somebody probably did. I disagree with that. It's based on evidence.
Doesn't probable cause mean probably, possibly, probably, or you disagree? It means definitely.
I didn't say it means definitely, but I wouldn't say it's probably. It's based off of evidence.
Well, it's based on the evidence you want to include. You're the one who's the author of that report, right?
Sustained. It's argumentative.
Who writes your report?
I wrote my report, sir.
Okay. And that's completely different than beyond a reasonable doubt, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There's plenty of reasons why somebody wouldn't talk to you as a police officer, isn't there?
I'm sure there is.
You just arrested Mr. Rudolph's son. The moment he came out of the house, he was arrested, right?
No, sir.
Put in handcuffs?
He was detained.
Oh, detained. Was he allowed to leave?
Absolutely not, because he was detained, sir.
Put in a police car?
Yes, sir.
Hands behind his back with handcuffs?
Yes, sir.
And you don't call that an arrest?
No, sir.
Oh, what? How's she lead detective, bro? Hold up. Just so I know I'm not tripping, chat. Hold up. What does it mean to arrest someone? To seize by legal authority and to take into custody. Okay. Stop or check. Okay. The action of seizing someone to take into custody. A stoppage or sudden cessation. I cannot say that fucking word, so I'm not going to even dick myself like that. But so by or placing a person in custody or under a restraint, usually for the purpose for compelling obedience to the law. So did they not place him under restraint by placing? I'm gonna just let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm finding holes myself, and I ain't no lawyer. I'm just saying he dicking her right now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Defense calls Travis Rudolph. Stand right here. Face the clerk. Raise your right hand, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, Mr. Rudolph, please say and spell your first and your last name for the record and the jury.
My name is Travis Rudolph, Travis. Last name Rudolph, Rudolph.
As the vehicle is driving away, you realize that you kept shooting even after it was gone?
During the time, no, but.
So you
that
start
video,
shooting
yes.
after it moved, as we've established, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then even as it's going away, you're still shooting into it, right?
Yes, I fired a couple rounds.
And you just kept going. It's not a couple, it's 39, right?
The 39, that's in the process of while I seen the firearm, so.
Right. And you gave an interview about this particular topic. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the time you were asked by the reporter, why 39 shots? Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
You said you had quick reflexes.
Yes, ma'am.
Not you needed to neutralize the threat. You had quick reflexes.
I also said I needed to neutralize the threat. I just kept shooting until they was no longer a threat.
As they're driving away from you, trying everything to get away from you, you still thought you needed to neutralize what threat?
I disagree with you that they was trying to get away from me because I don't see how you're trying to get away from someone and you're pointing firearms at someone.
So the car that's moving away from you is not trying to get away from you. It's coming towards you.
Once again, I can't control what Keyshawn did as a driver, but I know what I seen, and that was 2 firearms pointed at me and my brother. So,
And your brother is behind you, right?
yes, I believe he was behind me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm sorry. I believe he was behind me. Yes, like to the right of me.
And your mom's in the house, right?
From my knowledge, yes.
So this whole time you're shooting into the car, they're certainly in no immediate danger.
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Your brother and your mom are certainly in no immediate danger.
Me and my brother was in immediate danger. He was right there, right next to
How come?
me.
The car's going away and you're still firing into it.
There's firearms pointed at us, ma'am.
How could you see that? It's tinted windows and it's away from you now, driving away from you.
I seen it while their car was faced towards us.
And then at the end of all this shooting, you keep walking down the road. You saw that in the video, right?
Yes, ma'am.
With your firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you just go home? Why didn't you just go home when you saw that Daryl was fine, the fight had ended? Why didn't you just go home?
Because it appeared that their car was heading towards me and my brother with no lights on. So that's already raising suspicion. And then in the midst of that, they pointed firearms at me and my brothers.
You can clearly see that vehicle is not going towards you, right?
From that video.
Nothing further, Judge.
I don't know. I feel like he listen, I just feel like he was scared. His mom in the house, his brother right there. Somebody pulled up. They definitely pulled up with firearms, bro. I'm telling you that for a fact. They definitely probably threatened him with a firearm. And he was like, bet, I got something for you. They thought they was going to bitch him. What happened was they thought they was going to bitch him to, never disrespecting their sister or whatever the case. But they pulled out a gun. Once you pull out a gun, bro, it's up from there. Come on.
Nobody's preventing Daryl from coming back home. Video proves no reason for Daryl to go down that street.
Ew, I have voice
He
like that. I don't like
pursued
that.
them as they were fleeing.
Okay.
Video does not lie. Before Travis Rudolph even gets to his brother, all the men have run back to the car door. The door then closes, and the vehicle immediately starts moving. Travis Rudolph isn't even in frame yet. He's not even close enough yet. And then you see him, and then he starts shooting. He's clearly the one moving forward as that vehicle is backing up. Clearly. Video doesn't lie.
Wait. So he's moving forward as the vehicle is backing up. So isn't the vehicle still coming towards him? I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up.
The video does not lie. The defendant starts shooting after the vehicle had started backing up and moving away. Why do I keep stressing this, ladies and gentlemen? Because it is important. How can you claim that there's a threat to you? You must do this. You must be judge, jury, and executioner if they are getting away from you. If they are moving away from you, how do you prove necessity? How do you say it absolutely is necessity? I had to do it. I had no choice.
To be honest, I feel like if If he didn't do what he did to let them know he got that shit on him, they would have came back and harmed him. I'm just saying there might have been retaliation. There still might be retaliation. So I'm just saying.
They are getting away from you.
Good afternoon, members of the jury. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Great argument by opposing counsel, but I forgot to talk to you about the facts of the case, about what the witnesses said, about Detective Vanderlyn and her lack of investigation. I didn't know any better. I was watching an episode of The Sopranos. Just the names changed. Somebody disrespected a mobster's daughter, and they went to go whack him. To go kill him. That's what this case really is. Not just the video that shows you what it shows you. Of course it doesn't lie, but it doesn't show you the whole story. At the moment of truth, you can't see who's in that car and what they're doing or not doing. You'll never know. It's impossible. State can argue all they want. They weren't there. Shameful that you didn't get to see the real evidence in this case. It's a shame that nobody cared. Thank God he had lawyers that cared, that asked questions, wanted to know the truth. 10-minute interview by Detective Vanderlyn. 10 minutes for two people who are key witnesses and never go back to talk to them again.
I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. But 10 minutes for someone who's a key witness that was there, bro, you gotta give him a whole day. Come on.
That defies logic.
Yes, it does. Talk to him.
See, the two reasons for that: total incompetence,
Dying.
or she knew if she asked more.
I'm not gonna lie, he's cooking the detective. I don't know if they got beef or what the case may be, but he is cooking her shit something viciously. I don't know if they got beef. They might got beef because the way he cooking her shit, she catching strays left and right. He basically called her dumb, you dumb bitch. Why you didn't ask more questions, you stupid bitch? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Come on.
More questions, she'd have a problem. These guys were lying.
Oh, shit.
Her incompetence would show. Either way, it shows. Either way. It's ridiculous. This is not Sherlock Holmes. This is Barney Fife. I'm sorry if I'm using old terms from shows, maybe RFD, but this is crazy. Palm Beach County, one of the most wealthiest counties in America. A 10-minute interview will ask him what happened. And that's fair? That's fair to Mr. Rudolph? Arresting him at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? The 2 10-minute interviews and shell casings and not give a damn about what really happened? Is that fair? How did he get away with that? How? Defense admits that this should be a 5-minute verdict. I'm not asking you to go back there and say anything but the truth. Based on what you heard and saw in this courtroom, that's it. You're limited to that, what you have. That's it, what you were given. There's 100 conflicts. There's 100 reasonable doubts here. There's a lack of evidence everywhere. But most importantly, I urge y'all to take a vote. Did they prove, beyond a reasonable doubt, that Mr. Rudolph was not acting in self-defense? Did they prove that?
No. Listen, if I was on that jury, John, bro, I would have been like, free my man. Free him till it's backwards.
That's what this boils down to. And if they didn't, the case is over. It's not guilty. Better luck next time. You didn't prove it to me. And then whenever you feel about what happened, didn't happen, who should be charged, who shouldn't be charged, you talk about it outside the courthouse. But in this case here, the only question you're asked is, really, was he acting in self-defense? Did they prove he was not? And I submit there's no possible way you can say yes, beyond all reasonable doubt in your heart of hearts, that he was not.
As the jury deliberated, the Rudolph family provided Travis with emotional support in the courthouse hallway.
Yo, I'm nervous. What the fuck happened? I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they're gonna vote him guilty, but bro. Chat, I'm scared, bro. Is he gonna be guilty or not guilty? I feel like it's guilty because the jury don't be knowing shit. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to put my hands in random, not random people, but like I guess you would, especially. But then I don't know. Let's just see. I feel like it's gonna be biased after this. Oh my gosh, what is it? Predicts. They're gonna put him guilty on charge of first degree murder. Let me see.
I am given to understand, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that you have reached a verdict. Is that so? All right. Will the foreperson please hand the verdict form to one of our deputies? Deputy, somebody. Mike, would you go get that for me, please?
If he's found guilty, bro, this is gonna be so fucking sad, bro. Cause he had a career, bro. She ruined this man's career over being cheated on, bro. She sent them boys to do a hit. I don't care what nobody says. She told them go shoot that shit up. Shoot his shit up. You know what his shit is. She tried to play it off like, oh, not to a person. No, you wanted them to kill that man. Come on. And it took them 4 hours, so they really was in there chatting it up.
Would you publish the verdict, please?
In the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit, Criminal Division, in and for Palm Beach County, Florida. Case number 21 CF 002938 A and B, Division W. State of Florida versus Travis Rudolph. Defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count one, we find the defendant not guilty. As to
Come on, wait.
count two, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count three, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count four, we find the defendant not guilty. So say we all, the 7th day of June, 2023, in West Palm Beach, County, Florida.
Would either side like to have, would either side like to have the jury polled? All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, pass out to you letters identical to those which I've given your colleagues, the two alternate jurors whom I excused earlier in the afternoon, or I guess it was morning. I would encourage you, please, to take the time. It won't take you more than.
Bro, I would have been tight if they put that, bro. Bro, if they said that nigga was guilty, bro, I promise you I would have been tight. Let's see what they gotta say. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how anyone could decent with facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. She should have been charged. Female privilege is crazy. Bro, she did, bro. The fucking woman, bro, lawyer, bro, she was eating everybody up, bro. Left no fucking crumbs. She took the whole fucking plate, nigga. What the fuck? She was eating them up. That's what I'm saying. Bro, hold on. I want to see how he doing now.
Shortly after midnight,
he got straight to it. He said, Mom. He said, damn, man. I said, what's up? He's like, it's Pops, man. They say he got shot and he in critical condition and he might not make it.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? This shit crazy, bro. She really just ruined that man's life, bro. What the fuck? Bro, she really ruined that man's life. Like, no, like, funny shit, bro. Bro, I would be, bro, this is why you can't be doing shit, bro. You gotta really, like, you really, bro. My man's was found not guilty. Bro, if he, hold on. Huh? I'll make this take them off. You come speak to me. We just got buy some sour cream, some all that. Huh? Yeah, we can make that tomorrow. But yo, was you watching it? Does James Rich one? No. See if you want to pick them up. Those are because I'm a people Jackson just over back like 3 or 4, 5. I'll ask him. But yo, that was crazy. Was you watching me? No. Bro. I was downstairs looking exactly on the street because it's not wait for me to visit. That's okay. I'm about to but I think I'm about to end stream soon. I think I'm about to end it here, y'all. I'm getting tired. Plus, I got work at 9 in the morning, so I want to make sure I get some sleep. But I'm gonna start doing the murder mysteries Mondays and shit. So I'll probably drop this for next Monday. All right, y'all. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell. Make sure you share with your grandma, your cousins, and your brothers. And also, important message: don't be trying to get nobody jumped, hurt, or shot at. This is what happens. Pay attention to this case. And here's a smooch from me to you. Mwah. And I love you guys. And